What's up, Internet? Brandon here.
With Jimmy.
And stop spoiling things that haven't come out yet.
Hey, did you hear, though, that on Deadpool 3?
Stop it. So
Predator's in it.
It's been a super hyped. Yeah, I saw Predators in it. Stop spoiling it. Everyone's been excited for this movie, for better or for worse. And nobody is giving them like a minute to do anything or film anything that isn't being shared. And Ryan Reynolds recently took to the internet and was like, please knock it the fuck off, which is awesome because you should. I don't understand this culture of like wanting to know everything before it happens. It's just very confusing to me.
And the irony is now he's jumped back in and is fake spoiling things, which is with the photo of the Predator in the shot on set with Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah.
But the irony is the whole reason why Deadpool exists is because of the leaked footage that spoiled the movie to bring it to life.
That's fair too.
And he fully acknowledges that. He knows that.
Right, but that was a fun teaser to show what we could have got. And now we're doing this thing where it's like it's already on the internet. If you didn't see it, you can kind of skip this part or whatever, but we're going to talk about the things that were posted. And it looks like they're fighting Sabretooth, which is like, why couldn't have you just let that happen in the movie?
That would have been nice.
And TVA agents, it looks like.
And we even know like it's more of the Tyler Mane version versus the Leif Schreiber version. Yeah. So it's like, okay, that's how down in the nitty gritty we're getting with spoilers. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with what he's saying. There is a lot of hype for this movie. I hope it's fun, and I hope it's it's going to be the only movie they have next year. Yeah. So that's the thing that bums me out about people spoiling it, is you're taking all of the surprise and the thing that's going to get people into the theater and potentially stunting that reception and reaction.
And that's sort of the funny part. We've talked about how box office returns and disappointments and all that. And it's like, well, part of that goes to the fact that people want to know and are spoiling the front end of it.
Yeah.
So they go to the theater and they're like, oh, I'm so disappointed with maybe the way they used that character or what have you, versus like, oh my God, this character was in the movie.
Yeah, 100%. Like that was the whole part of the Marvels. Yeah. I did not know that was happening. You see this person at the end of the movie, like, oh, how cool is that? Like that's the whole point of this. It's supposed to, why do you want to know everything going into it? So I love that Ryan Reynolds is coming out and kind of speaking out on it, because let people enjoy this.
Yeah.
But there was some casting confirmed. This is not related to the spoilers,
this is not,
right?
And what Ryan Reynolds is referring to is literally set photos leaking.
Like the first one we saw with the big 20th Century Fox, that would have been so much funnier not seeing that in like a leaked photo first.
Yeah. So what we're telling you is like confirmed casting news, and kudos to a lot of our friends, partners, people, otherwise websites coming out and saying, yeah, we agree. We're not posting that.
Yeah, we will not post them anymore.
Because it is a lot of analytics show. You want to show it because people are going to go to your website. For them and us to come out and be like, we're not going to do that.
That's cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But we do have updates, I should say, and affirmations. Like one of my favorites that I wouldn't even think we'd see, Robert Delaney is coming back, which I think is hilarious. I think that's awesome. I loved how Deadpool really had a soft spot for him.
That was such a good portion of the movie too. Like all the actors they got to play those parts that all just are immediately killed.
The one I'm bummed is Terry Crews. I love Terry Crews. Not necessarily I love him as that character,
dude. But Brad Pitt was in.
I want Terry Crews in more of it, but yes, Brad Pitt. That's hilarious. But confirmations that are coming back. Vanessa.
Okay.
Because Cable was a moron and allowed Deadpool to time travel.
Have we gotten any of Cable? Or do we know that Cable?
No, that's the weird thing. I have not seen that. I can't imagine.
Josh Brolin was such a good Cable too.
Yes.
I would love to see him in the 616, or I guess the MCU 616. Yeah. I would love to see that continue.
It was funny because James and I were talking about the Deadpool game that came out on the PS3. And
that was fun too.
Did not port well to the PS4. But Deadpool and Cable in that, freaking hilarious.
It was a fun game. Yeah.
Hilarious. I love when those two are together because you have serious military Cable and you have not serious but military trained
Yeah,
Wade Wilson, and it's like I love these two together.
it's a great
awesome.
team.
Yeah,
It was a great dynamic on film. So
I loved how they did that. Then we have Daphne Keene,
that's pretty
X-23.
cool.
Oh
That's
my gosh,
really cool.
I love that. And
Love
the
that
fact that
character. Love that actress.
back again with Logan. I'm thinking those two are obviously going to interact. That's
They have
silly
to.
if they don't.
Yeah, they have to. And this is on top of Jennifer Gardner already
As Elektra.
playing Elektra. They talked about. Would you say was this confirmed Ray Park as Toad or
We know Sabretooth and Toad are coming back,
okay?
and I just can't fathom they wouldn't have Ray Park come back.
I mean, I'd hope so.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? He's literally the only one that's ever played that character
Yeah.
that I know of. So
I mean, I assume
Oh,
I assume they'll address the frog by lightning line that sucked.
with the South African accent at the time, but that didn't really continue.
Mhm.
Yes, I love
Yes.
that part. Trying to think of who else was confirmed. It's at this point hard to gauge who is confirmed, who is not. Yukio is coming back
Okay.
with Negasonic Teenage
Warhead.
Warhead.
Okay.
Voice of Colossus
Okay.
coming back. Who else? I'm sure we're gonna have a ton of cameos that we don't want to spoil. I mean, that was one of the great things about, as dumb as it sounds, in Deadpool 2, is like, what, we can't afford any more X-Men,
And they're all in the other room. That was the best.
And you have Beast like closing quietly. Love it.
That was the best part of that. That was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, that was so good.
So
good. So this is the only Marvel movie we're getting next year. That's why so much focus is going into it. Deadpool is one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm so thankful it is a movie because now people can understand what my Hotmail address was. Deadpool_94.
Years later, someone's gonna watch it and finally go, that was Jimmy's.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
It was not the Clint Eastwood movie with Dirty Harry. It was, in fact, the comic book character. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. No spoilers, though.
No spoilers.